Yeah, we try to understand people's needs actually,
Mm.
and most of them needs to just start from like what we call brain priming. So if your mind is not in a very good state, probably you are not ready to take advice even from experts in different areas like nutrition and sleep. So the very first step will be to just uh, put your mind in a better state, and when it's ready like a sponge that just can take things from outside, then you are ready to say, oh, actually I don't sleep very well, so I would like to get more advice on this, and we can provide that.
Okay. Do you do a lot of? You must do a lot of obviously case. You must do a lot of asking of different people. I mean, what have been the kind of the most common questions that people ask you in terms of getting help? Do you get people say, oh, I need to sleep better, I need to be more productive, I need to be more, I need to concentrate more on my work day? What are some of the most common questions that you get from people?
I think there are a mix of all of them. I'm not sure if there is like one among the others.
Mm,
So probably in corporate environment is business. This is where like productivity it is most important. But I think that there is a realization progressively just how mental health is important there as well. And the same I can see in school. They are very different environments, but everyone was so interested about academic achievements so far and a bit
mm.
of behavior, but right now the importance like of mental well-being in children. So overall I could say that seems like we are moving from like more a performance issue to more like a well-being issue.
I love that. And how have you found that kind of transition going from say more performance to more sort of mental well-being? How have you found that so far?
I think for us, they are always being like two faces of the same coin. So
Mm,
it's more about being able to talk with people by being on the same page. Sometimes when you have a conversation about performance, you might take much time just to explain to people that there is like an health problem behind that. And now everyone seems to realize this much better.
of course. And you said you obviously tutor, say, 14 to 19-year-olds as well. Do you do a lot of work with adults as well? Or is it mainly just one area of age, say 14 to 19? Or do you work with both adults as well?
Oh yeah, with adults actually at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we work with people with any age,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, we try to differentiate our offer just to fit the needs of a particular age. Actually, aging for us is very important, and this doesn't mean that we focus on the elderly, because everyone, since they were born, they are aging in a sense. So we are very much focused on the prevention side. So if we think about being active while we age, then we can be in a much better state when we are like 95 years old.
Of course. I mean, talking about the prevention side of things, do you find that it's more difficult to work with a certain age bracket, say the elderly or the youngsters, or do you find them quite similar in many different ways? Because not only say the youngsters, for instance, are they still developing, they're still growing, so not fully formed yet. But at the same time, they're quite old, they might be degenerating. So are there like many differences, or are they quite similar in different ways?
Yeah, what I've learned is that everyone has got a quite large potential, and it is a bit of a myth on the fact that you have the potential to change the brain just in the young age. Obviously, the young age has got the greatest. The capability of a brain to change, like what you call neuroplasticity or
Mm.
brain plasticity, this is something that just lasts for our entire life. So even for elderly people, we are still able to just change pathways. Actually, we have a study published in Parkinson patients, and we can see that as we expect, like half of the patient were just like declining over time, because unluckily that is what we expect from elderly people with a neurodegenerative condition. But actually the arm of the study that training regularly just where they were go up on the other side. So basically we reverted the trend. So it's not just about stopping, slow down, which will be a very good thing already, because you think that you are declining and you can stop it, but actually you can revert the trend. So even if you are in the elderly age, you can still go up. And so that's why it's so important, apart from the training itself, which is something very specific like a physiotherapy, there are so many other activities that you can do to just keep you active. Even learning new things just to create like new pathways in your brain.
Of
So
course.
it is not just about the children learning. If we keep learning for all our life, our brain will be still very young.